Your Yo, what it do, Chopstix Clan? You already know what it is, man. I'm your host, FloMein, and welcome back to another episode on the ChopMaster Show here on the FloMein Chopstix channel. You know what I'm saying? And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? We're going to upload content on a frequent basis. You don't want to miss out. You know what I'm saying? Hit the bell to be notified for every new upload and all that good stuff. And follow me on the socials, social media, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. FloMein Chopstix. That's right. Yep. So make sure you do that. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do that. And yeah, how y'all doing tonight? On this lovely night. It is Monday morning. It is Monday evening. 11:40, about to be Tuesday. So damn near midnight. So I hope y'all had a good day. I hope you had a great day and y'all been living your lives, you know what I'm saying? Me on the other hand, I've been going through things. You know what I'm saying? I've been going through things, which I guess is a good thing, because that means I'm growing, and that means I have more things to talk about when I come on here. But one of the things that I've been recently, it has been like actually for a long time, for a very, very, very long time. But one of the things I'm really starting to like put into perspective right now is the fact that I can't help but to feel this feeling of me feeling like I'm behind in life. Me feeling like I'm not doing enough. Me feeling like that there's more that I could do. And of course there's always more that I could do. I'm not saying that there isn't more that I could do. But I am saying that I do a lot. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot with my time, and I feel like because now that I'm 20 years old, I'm officially a full-fledged adult. Like a full-fledged adult. I know you're an adult when you're 18, but like, between 18 and 20 is like that gap where you're in that weird space where you're kind of a kid, but you're also kind of an adult. Once you're past the teen years, bro, you're a full-fledged adult. I don't care. And because now that I'm an adult, I feel like for the past 20 years, I have nothing to show for the life that I've lived. And what I mean by that is that, I don't really have much of anything right now. And you could say, no, you're still young. Like, you're still only 20. You have a long life ahead of you. Yeah, you're right. You are right. I'm not saying that's not right. But I am saying that I've had 20 years to do something with myself. And I understand, when you're a kid, adolescent years, you're still discovering yourself. You're still trying to find, life is an ongoing journey of you discovering yourself, but you're still trying to find your way around life. You don't know anything. You're just a ball of ignorance, as a kid. But like once you get to I feel like high school, that's when you should start picking up things, start looking at directions where you want to, laying that foundation is what I'm trying to say. Lay that foundation. And I feel like I'm just now starting to lay that foundation, which is I feel like I said, I'm behind. I feel like I'm behind, you know what I'm saying? I'm working a job that I don't give a fuck about. I don't have much money to my name. My net worth is this. Like, I don't have shit, bro. I don't have nothing, bro, that I can, like, I feel like is the reason why I have so much high expectation on myself is because of social media. You know what I'm saying? We see people who are fucking getting rich at 16, 17 years old, multi-millionaires, you know what I'm saying? And we're comparing ourselves to those people. And obviously it's not healthy, because not only are they like the small, extremely small percentage of people in the world, is like they're like the percentage of like wealthy kids versus like all the kids in the world or even America, that percentage is like less than 0.00001%, even less than that. And the fact that we're comparing ourselves to those people as if that's the norm is like, it's not good for us. It's not healthy. And I understand that, but still I can't help get over the fact that, you know what I'm saying, people have made it possible at such a young age. People have made it possible, and this is my life, so I have to move on my own pace. But that don't mean that I shouldn't be making no sort of movement. And right now I feel like I'm not making much movement. Although I did start this podcast, which I guess you could say is some sort of movement. Before that, I had a channel that wasn't really that successful. Like, it wasn't that successful, and like the formula I was trying to use was like outdated, and it's just like, I guess you could say that channel had to have been the way it was for me to be on this podcast right now. You know what I'm saying? The things I learned from that the channel I used to have, the things I learned from that channel, I'm now implementing those skills into this new podcast. Is like a new revamped version of what I've been trying to do. And I guess you could say that's some sort of progress, but it's like I said, I have nothing to show for it, bro. I have nothing to show for it besides a camera and a microphone. Like, I don't have shit to show for it. I've had no progress for real. And that's what I'm trying to change, bro. I'm really trying to like set shit in motion, fool. I'm really trying to set shit in motion. I feel like I'm behind. Like, people that are my age, people that I know are like doing more. I feel like they have more going on for themselves. And like I said, comparison is a thief of joy. I think that's the quote. Comparison is the thief of joy. Yeah, it is. Comparison is the thief of joy. But you guys gotta like use that as like a metric to measure where you could potentially be at. And I feel like I could be potentially further if I was, you know, more focused, if I was like just constantly like trying new things instead of being like stubborn to try a formula that does not work. Like, I feel like I'd probably be further along in my journey because I would have gained more experiences, and I would have probably something would have sticked on the wall. But right now I feel like I'm playing catch up, and it's not something that's impossible to come back from. You know, you could always come back from a 3-1 lead, always come back, but like, it's like I have to really start locking in. I really have to start locking in and I just pray that my results match my efforts, man. I just pray my results match my efforts, and everything that I'm putting right now into this podcast, you know, me going back to school right now, me in the midst of like packing and moving to my new apartment for school, is like, I hope everything is going to turn out the way I envisioned. Because your vision and the reality might not be always aligned. It might not always be aligned, and you have to learn how to manifest that reality. You have to learn how to manifest that reality. And I hope I can do that. I hope I can just manifest the reality that I'm envisioning. Just put in the work, do what I need to do to manifest the reality, and just pray to God that my vision will be realized. I just pray that my vision will be realized. And I feel like I'm really just chatting. I'm not really talking about much of anything right now, but it's really me just going on almost like a rant. But I feel like this is needed because a lot of y'all probably in the same position I am. A lot of y'all probably the same age as me. A lot of y'all probably, probably older, probably younger. I don't know. It's a different demographic, all sort of walks of life. Y'all probably like in the same predicament that I am in. And you want someone to be able to understand where you're coming from. And I can tell you right now, I completely understand your situation. I completely understand the situation you're in right now. And it's like you have so much potential, but you just don't know how to. You don't know how to make it the way you want it to be. You just don't know how to like fully realize it. And it's this position right now that I'm in, and it's like it's trying to just make something stick. It's just trying to make something stick. And like I said, I feel like I'm behind because I feel like people my age or people that are similar to me has got some sort of ball rolling. But me, I don't have nothing to show. I have nothing to show, man. And we're gonna make something work, bro. We're gonna make something work. And we're gonna make something work. I have faith in myself, and I hope y'all have faith in yourselves too, and have faith in God that your plan and what you envision for yourself will come true. My next topic I want to talk about is knowledge. How knowledge is so important, bro. Knowledge is powerful. Knowledge is power, bro. And you cannot neglect the information that you have. You cannot neglect the information that you have and the information that you have access to. Because the information that you have access to can probably bridge the gap between the ideas you had in your mind and the reality that you see yourself living. It could probably bridge the gap, but you just don't have the information. But if you were to have that sort of information, you know how to move accordingly. It kind of ties back into the last topic I was just talking about, how I feel like I'm behind. Part of why I feel like I'm behind is because I had a lack of information. I didn't have the information that was needed to be successful because I was ignorant. I was just ignorant, and I allowed myself to be ignorant because I didn't want to learn. I didn't want to learn because I felt like I already had it figured out. Not only was I ignorant, but I was also arrogant, which is not a good combination. If you can't tell, that's not really a great combination, you know what I'm saying? But knowledge is so important, you know. So I'm constantly reading books. Right now I'm reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Currently reading that right now. I was just reading what's that book called? Extreme Ownership. I haven't finished it yet. I have not finished it yet, but I was reading Extreme Ownership, you know what I'm saying? And it's a good book, but I might have to buy it because I don't have the copy no more. But yeah, it's like I'm constantly watching podcasts of how people made it, reading books. I talk to people that I know in my personal life on like things that they do, like habits that they implement, you know, shit like that. You just knowledge, you cannot neglect knowledge, bro, because the life and the experience someone had, they might have the key to the thing that you're trying to solve. They probably have the key because they probably already done it. But you have to be willing to receive information, and not just receive information. It's one thing to receive information. It's another thing to change the habit that you currently have, to allow the information to take place and implement that information and create actions from that. It's a completely different ball game. Completely different ball game. And I feel like I'm a good person that I can easily implement information into, like, I can act off information that I've learned. You know, I do a pretty good job of that. I do a pretty good job on that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just the fact that you have to learn how to just find the information, because it's out there. Whatever you're looking for is definitely out there. You just got to learn how to find it and be an open, like, just be an open book. Like, almost be like a sponge, like, for information. Just be a sponge, because you never know when something will come in handy. You never know when something will be useful. You just never know any of this. You just never know. You have no idea. You just never know. So just always make sure you're always learning. You're constantly learning. You never stop learning, even if you're out of school, bro. You never stop learning, because that's going to be critical to your success. It's going to be critical to your success. And you stop learning is exactly how you become complacent, which ties perfectly into my next topic. Perfectly. See how I do this shit, man? But anyways, my next topic is not being complacent. Not being complacent and not being comfortable. And I've talked about this so many times. You know, I beat the horse down blue and black, man. I beat the horse a lot. But I've talked about this a lot. And there's a reason why I talk about this a lot. Because I don't want to just plateau. I don't want to plateau. I don't want to reach a ceiling and just there's nothing above. There's nothing above. It's just like, that has to be probably the worst feeling ever, or being to a point where you don't want to do anything more with yourself. And that's like, there's too much to life for you not to want to do more. There's too much to life to not want to be able to do more. And I'm always constantly like trying to see what I can do, how I can do something better, how I can do it more, effectively, be more efficient with my time, produce more. I always want to like be better, just essentially be better, not get comfortable and not just stop at a certain point, because at that point, that's when you just, I feel like you digress, like you kind of go down, because you're not really improving your skills. You're not sharpening the blade, and it becomes dull. Like, you just become dull. Like, you're not really doing nothing with it. And I'm always trying to like find ways to be better, just trying to like not just be comfortable in like what my life circumstances right now, but like it's just not being comfortable, like just always trying to like just find ways to either get more money, either be more healthier, either just be able to communicate better, be able to do a multitude of things, you know what I'm saying? Just do so many things, and things I want to try, things I want to, learn. It's just, I'm never just at a standstill point where it's just like, okay, I got like this, I got this little 9-to-5 job, and I'm able to pay my rent. I'm able to, save a little bit, and I got this car that I ride around in, and that's my life. That's my life. That's the rest of my life. And I probably get into a relationship, have 2 kids, have a dog, and yeah, we're just average. Ain't shit. I ain't trying to be average, bro. I ain't gonna lie, fool. I don't know about y'all, but niggas ain't trying to be average here. Fuck, niggas ain't trying to be average here. Fuck. I don't know about y'all, but hell no, I'm not trying to be average. Why would I be average when I could live an extravagant life? Why would I be average? Like, what? Makes no sense to me. I don't want to be average. I don't want to be complacent. I don't want to be comfortable and just be okay where I'm at. Like, I want to be grateful, but never comfortable. I want to be grateful, but never comfortable. And I feel like too many of us is comfortable right now. Like, we're just real comfortable, and it's just like there's so much more to life that we have not even cracked the seal on. But it's just, we are okay where we're at right now. And I feel like a lot of these problems right now that we're dealing with, this kind of ties back into like the way we're raised, school, shit like that. Just what we're taught. What we're taught is like everything we've been taught since a kid, like just been programmed since a youngin'. All these things is like what creates our mindset, and we are living under the programming that other people has placed us on, and we are just living through that without actually understanding where this is coming from, why we think the way we think, and if we can decode it and to become someone that we actually genuinely want to be, instead of just someone that we were told how to be. Because I'm actively just learning to be someone that I genuinely want to be, someone that does what they want to do, not under no rules, not under no authority, not under no jurisdiction, none of that shit. I do what I want to be. I do what I want to do because I genuinely want to do it. Like this podcast right here, I'm doing it because I genuinely want to do it. I'm not doing it because my someone told me you need to start doing it, or someone forced this upon me, or because my parents said, oh, you need to do this, or teacher said, oh, you need to do this. None of that, bruh. I feel like the way we've been programmed and the way we've been brought up since kids, it's just it kind of curates to just almost being complacent. You know, go to school, get a degree, get a job, have a 401k, retire at 65, live an average life, have kids, have 2 kids, and you only get 2 weeks vacation throughout the whole year. Shit like that. And shit like that. And there's so much more that I'm not even mentioning. There's so much more. And it's like, who told us this was the right way to live our life? Who taught us this? Since when has this been like the norm? Like, why is this normal? And I want to break that shit. I want to break that cycle, because I want to live the life I genuinely want to live. I'm the author of my own book, not someone that taught me how to be me, but because I want to be me, the person that I want to be. I'm gonna be the author of my own book, and I'm gonna write my own story, and I'm gonna live that shit. I'm gonna live a life that I genuinely want to live, and not be complacent. And there's a lot of it ties back into school. A lot of this shit ties back into school. Why we're complacent, why we're comfortable, why we don't want to do shit, why we are just lazy. A lot of it ties back into the way we've been brought up, and it's just, we just been trying to find a way to finesse the system so much that it's like, oh, whenever I get to a point where I can just slide by and be comfortable, I'm just gonna not put in no more work. I'm not gonna put in no more work, and I'm just gonna live my life like that and just get by. And you will get by, but when you was laying on your deathbed, bro, like when you was laying on your deathbed, when you was talking to your grandkids, when you talking to your great grandkids, and they ask you, granddad, grandma, what type of life did you live? Like, what was your life like? And you explain to them, oh, I just went to school and I was just an accountant, and I had your mother, and that's it. Like, nigga, what? Nigga, wow, that's such a boring ass life. Like, why we live such a boring ass life, fool? Like, and I played a sport when I was in high school. Like, what? Like, fool, that's boring as shit, bro. That is so fucking boring, bro. I don't know. The way I just see life is like, bro, I'm trying to have a legacy. I'm trying to leave a literal legacy. My grandkids gonna be looking back at my story and be like, damn, my granddad was tough. My granddad was tough. My granddad did podcasting. My granddad did personal training. My granddad was a motivational speaker. My granddad was did IT. He did a whole bunch of shit. My granddad did this, he did that, he was this, he was that, he influenced this amount of people, he made this amount of money, all that shit. It's like, damn, bro, like, you live a life and people will remember you, bro, not because of what you did, because of the type of person you was, bro. The type of person you was, and you never just was comfortable, and you always strive for more. Them type of niggas was people that people always remember those type of niggas, bro. People will always remember those type of niggas, and I'm trying to live a life like that, bro. That's the type of life I'm trying to live, bro. And it's not even for like, or notoriety purposes, or to be famous or no shit. It's because I want to leave a legacy, bro. I want to have a legacy. This is the only life we get, bro. Might as well go out with a bang with this shit, fool. Might as well. I'm not finna live no boring ass life, fool. I can't. And I feel like we're all taught to just one way of living, and we're supposed to follow that and comply with that. Like, if you don't go to school, then you're a bad person, or goddamn, if you what else they be saying? What else bullshit they be saying? Or you gotta have a secure job, or you're gonna be homeless. Like, bro, come on. Like, what does that mean, bro? Like, what does that mean? Oh, you have to have 2 kids, or I don't fucking know, bro. Like, nigga, what? You have to marry within your race, or you have to live within your country. Like, bro, come on. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I hope y'all take something from this. I just like was ranting, just chatting for the majority of this, but nah, I feel like I had to let some things go. You know what I'm saying? And although, like I said, I feel like I've been behind. I have been behind. Like, and I'm trying to play catch up now. I'm trying to do whatever I can to really make a bag, and not just make a bag, but just to do some shit that, like, okay, I feel like I can do this long term. I can do this like for a long term type shit, and just do more with myself, for real. Learn more, be more, everything. Just do more, all that. And yeah, I feel like this was a solid episode, a pretty solid episode here on the FloMein and Chopstix channel. And I hope y'all have this sort of ambition within y'all too. I hope y'all have this level of ambition, and y'all are trying to do more with y'all lives, because we're the Chopstix Clan. We do everything above and beyond. You know this, man. But on a serious note, I hope y'all really are like ambitious. Like, do whatever you want to do. This is your life, bro. And someone tell you can't do something, tell them fuck you. Tell them fuck you, bro. Tell them that. Tell them I said fuck you, bro. Because you can do whatever the hell you want in this life, bro. Whatever you want. This is your life. This is your life. Do whatever you want. Chase your dreams. The wildest dreams. Chase that shit, bro. Chase that shit. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching this shit. Chopstix Clan, you already know what it is, man. Gang, we's out of here. Yes, sir.